Welcome back to Spelling and Word Study. My name is Mrs. Rhoades, and I'm here to get you started on Unit 3, Short O. So please take a second and make sure you have all your materials. You will need your red book open to page 23. You're also going to need some colorful writing utensils, crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you can find. Remember that whatever I mark on my board, you should be marking on your paper. Also make sure that somewhere on your paper you write down your key. That key is going to help you look back and remember what all the different color coding symbols meant. All right, so this is our third week. We spent our first week talking about short A words. Those are words that have an A sound in them. Then we talked about short I words. Those have an I in them. So today we're moving on to another common short vowel, which is short O. Short O says ah. So I'm going to read the list of words to you. Please repeat after me. And as you say the words, listen for that ah sound. Here we go. Box, cop, fox, job, jog, log, mop, nod, pot, and sob. Did you hear that ah sound over and over again? Great. Okay, so the next thing I would like you to do is choose a color, and instead of marking the O in every word, since there's nothing tricky about that, I want to focus instead on the rhymes. So each of these words has what's called an onset and a rhyme. When words end with the same rhyme, the same vowel and consonant sound, they're going to rhyme. So take a look at this. We have the word box. It ends with OX. So either color the OX or circle it, put a box around it. And then let's go through the list and see if there are any words that rhyme with box. All right, hopefully you spotted the word fox. Box and fox rhyme. They both end with that ox sound. So over here in our key, we're going to say red box equals ox. Box, box. That's it. Okay, let's choose a second color. And in the word cop, we're going to put a box around the OP. Then let's look through the list, see if we have any other words that end with that op sound. Do you see any? All right, I'm guessing you spotted the word mop. So back in our key, orange box represents the op rhyme. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to choose another color, and we have the OB in job. So you see anything else with an OB? Okay, hopefully you spotted sob. So our blue box represents the OB chunk. The great thing about spotting these rhymes, by the way, is you can keep changing the onset, that first letter or blend, and make all kinds of other words. So if you can spell sob, you can spell cob, you can spell lob, rob. There's a whole bunch of words that have that same ending. All right, find another color and draw a box around the OG in jog and the OG in log, log. Notice here the O kind of takes on an ah sound. Green box equals OG. And then we have two left. We need to color in the OD in nod and the OT in pot. check it out. We came up with 6 different rhymes that all contain that short O. All right, before we talk about what these words mean, I want to remind you that last week and the week before we started looking at plurals. Remember, a plural is a word that means more than one. So I could change the word cat to cats by adding an S to the end, and now I'm talking about more than one cat. So adding S to the end of a word makes it plural. This week you're going to have more practice with plurals, but what you're going to notice is sometimes when a word ends with a particular letter like X or S, or a digraph like SH or CH, instead of just putting an S at the end, which would sound kind of weird, we add ES, right? We wouldn't say I have lots of box in my room. We say I have lots of boxes. We wouldn't say that there are lots of foxes running through the woods. We say there are foxes. Okay? So there's some new learning for you this week. When we want to take a word that ends with X and make it plural to mean more than one, we have to add ES instead of just the S. Okay? All right, so back to the vocab. I think you guys know what boxes are. A cop is another word for a police officer. I bet you guys knew that already. A fox is a furry animal that lives in the forest. A job, something you have to do. Jog means to run slowly. A log could be, there's my picture of a log. So if you chop down a tree and it's just lying on the ground, that tree is now a log. But it has another meaning too. A log could be a notebook where you take notes. Like a ship's captain might keep a log. Okay, so it's kind of like a diary. Mop, that's something you use to clean the floor, right? It's kind of like a broom, but instead of having bristles at the bottom, it has a sponge or some wet, stringy things to clean up messes. Nod, that's when you move your head up and down. When you nod, that's your way of saying yes. A pot, you guys know what a pot is, right? Something you cook soup in. And then the last word, sob, that means to cry hard, right? When her dog died, she was sobbing. She was so upset. All right, you guys are ready to start your unit. Good luck, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.